So, welcome to my channel. Once again, I'm back with another inspirational story of an IT professional turned into life coach. She still has her IT job and she's managing, like, she's doing life coaching as a side hustle. And her story is again truly inspirational from being multi passionate, not able to decide where, what she has to do and develop as a side hustle. Now she is in a position to help other women find their passion and start their side hustle. So, welcome, Pavithra. Would love to know a little bit about you. So, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Sure. So first of all, hi Pallavi, and hi to all the viewers for watching, this interview at the moment. And thank you so much for being here. And Pallavi, thank you so much to you for actually giving me this opportunity. Right, I'm so happy that I'm getting this opportunity to kind of share my story to the world and also share my message to whomsoever who needs at this point in time. So thank you, Pallavi, for
It's a
that.
pleasure. So, Pavitra, tell us a little bit about yourself, like your story, a little bit about your background, maybe your schooling. Would love to know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, sure. So I am from Coimbatore. I did my schooling and I also did my undergraduation from Coimbatore only. So after my BE ECE, I got placed in an IT firm, and from the year 2018, I started working. So I'm working, till now in corporate only, alongside with my life coaching business. Yeah.
So, of course, we are getting to know a lot more about you in this interview. But first, I would like to start with what was happening in your life. What was the challenge that you were facing? Or tell us, how did you get to know about life coaching?
Yeah, sure. So, I started my career in the year 2018. So, from 2018, I'm still working, but it was in the year 2020 where, I started questioning a lot of things in my life. I sort of felt that I did not fit into this IT culture, somewhere down the line, and I was struggling really hard to, find my set of people. Right, I started operating at a heart space rather than mind space, right? So like I really wanted to surround myself with compassionate people, and something in me was telling me that I should help people who are struggling in their life, and who needed support while I myself was struggling, because at that point in time I realized how important it is to be there for one another, to heal. I felt it is very important and it is the need of the hour, but I didn't know that there was a career out there in which we can actually help people to reach from point A to point B. Right, I was struggling too hard to actually figure out such a career. I thought counseling or therapy would be a good option, but still I had to learn psychology and all that stuff, which will take me a couple more years to complete, right? So that seemed to be a difficult route for me. So, by God's grace, it was at that time on Instagram that I found you. I reached to you. And for the very first time, I heard the term life coaching from you. I was like, wow, we can actually help people even without a psychology degree. Wow, because it is a personal growth oriented course, right? Which aligned with my values and whatever I was trying to do in this world. So I'm so glad, and I really consider me lucky enough to come across this term, especially from you, Pallavi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And tell me how things are different in your life now that you know your passion. Like, I'm trying to understand, or help my audience to understand uh, how life gets different when you know your passion, or
Mhm.
how you operate differently when you're working on your passion. So something like that, if you can throw some light.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, the feeling that you get is ultimate peace from within. You know that you're doing something that you're meant to do, because you know what, like when you are forced to do something, no matter how much ever work you put in, you don't find that peace and joy in actually doing it. But once you figure out, right, like this is what I wanted to do in life, and you take actions towards it, that itself will give you that happiness. I'm still not there in the industry yet, but still I'm growing, right, and that is giving me immense happiness just to share my ideas with my audience, like being in this interview, for instance, right, this is giving me immense pleasure that I'm doing something that I'm meant to do. And that's exactly the feeling I want each and everybody in this world to feel, right? We all have got one life. I do believe in rebirth, but come on, this is the life that we have got, and if we are not happy in this one lifetime, then what is the use in living, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so beautiful. And I wish every single person, kind of chases their passion to be able to experience. I feel like no words can justify what you feel when you're working on your passion. Like it is going to be super hard for us to explain in words that what is that, that is different in us, right? While working
Absolutely.
towards our passion. And when you just know your passion and maybe slowly working towards it, right?
Yes,
Lovely.
absolutely. I do agree.
Lovely. So tell us, what are your major wins and breakthroughs that you have undergone during this life coaching journey?
Right. So before my life coaching journey, one of the major challenges that I had, in my life was that I didn't know what was my passion. I had a very rough idea, but I didn't know exactly what to do. I was lost in that career part altogether. And then I thought that is the major challenge that I have in my life. I thought if my career is sorted out, oh my God, my life is all sorted out. And that's exactly why when I came across the term life coaching and I enrolled in your program as well. But actually, after enrolling the program, I started knowing that there was so many unresolved issues that was underlying. It was not just the career. See, if I would have been like excellent in my life, if career was the only issue, then as soon as I have enrolled in your program, I should have completed it, right? Within the timeline and all that stuff. But you know how much I struggled in the program. And that's exactly when I came to know that no, apart from career, there is my routine that needs to be fixed. There is my mindset that needs to be fixed. And there were a lot of emotional baggages that I was carrying that needs to be fixed, right? Only after that probably I will be able to follow my passion. So all of these things came up to the surface, and it's a good thing that I actually enrolled in the program, because if I would have not chased my passion, I would have not known that I was actually sitting under all of these garbage for all these years, right? That's the beauty of transformation. I always think the journey of transformation or the journey of manifestation, it's like remodeling a house, right? So that the house is very dirty and it's old fashioned and all that stuff, and you now wanted to remodel it. A thought comes, that is the starting point of a healing journey. And then what you do, you take out all the garbage and the house kind of get messier, and you feel like, oh, the previous one was much better, why did I even do this? It sort of gets messier in the middle, and then towards the end it becomes this beautiful remodeled house. That is the beauty of transformation healing, and that's exactly happened after me enrolling in your program. You have seen it all, right? And the best part is that you did not show the slightest disappointment in your face while I was going through that journey. Honestly, I mean, no coach would ever do, but I'm so lucky that I actually came across you, Pallavi, especially.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank means a lot. And the biggest takeaway that I take from, what you just shared is, it is not just your career. It is not just one thing, that you probably right now might be feeling that, oh, if I just fix this, everything will go, absolutely fine in my life. But life as a whole is a lot of things together, right? Your mind, body, and soul has to be aligned together to, like cross, or, kind of, we are always saying, na, we are trying to break the ceiling, we are trying to go on the other side of life, right? So that only happens when you actually, kind of your mind, body, and soul, everything is aligned and you have worked on yourself. Right.
Yeah,
So lovely.
absolutely.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I love that, kind of an analogy, that you gave.
Yeah.
Absolutely clear, with what you just said. It'll really help people to kind of get a hang of it as well. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The
Lovely.
reason why I actually told is that because many people feel that they're getting nowhere in their journey.
Mm.
That's not the thing. Even if you're feeling confused and lost, it's actually a part of the journey. You are on the right track, even if you feel you are confused and lost, is what I would like to tell to the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are essentially saying that it's not magic, like you join the program and tomorrow onwards you are this new person, nobody can recognize you. None of that happens, right? It's a journey you have to complete, the entire journey to actually be able to, kind of get or reap concrete results or see essentially, right?
Yes.
What changed, what shifted in you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. So amazing. Like now, just share that what you did differently. This
Mm-hmm.
time that you are completely now you're in a different zone. What was the different thing? So, with respect to how you were living so far and what you
Right.
did now, that
Mm-hmm.
things have changed with you.
Okay, great. So to answer to this question, Pallavi, so one thing is that I want everybody who wants to transform their life from point A to point B, it's just that one willingness to change. That is more than enough. The rest will be taken care by the universe. Somehow it will be taken care. Like for example, I enrolled in the program, and then I knew that I wanted to get to point B, but there were so many challenges. It was messier in the middle, as I told you. And then there is this lot of tools that I have learned in this life coaching, which has immensely helped me to get to point B. And it is not that your journey might be different from mine and my journey will be different from others. It's all different, but the thing is that the beauty of coaching is that we have wide range of tools, so that if one thing doesn't work, we automatically think, then okay, what other tool to use, and then you go for it, you use it, you trial and error until you get to the point B. I think this willingness to come out of the tunnel to the other side is what pushed me through this hard journey, and I was able to make it up, somehow. Right, and I'm ever thankful
Wow.
for that. Yes.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing. The other day, I was also, this just reminded me of that. I was reading
Okay.
that, one post where, somebody was sharing that it's not that the other person is more smarter than you. It's not that they
Mm,
are more prettier than you. It's not that they are more knowledgeable than you. It's just that they had willingness to, come out of the, life state they were living in, or it's just that one thing that matters is you decide that, you know what, I have to ditch
mm,
this, I have to come out of
mm,
this, I have to grow out of this. And that's all you need. You don't need skill, knowledge, whatever, courage. You don't need all of that. Everything is taken care of when you just decide, because you will find out ways. And that's exactly what you just said. So beautiful, right? And
yeah.
it's truly of an journey of inspiration that I get from you. I myself love the way you were sticking around. You were like, no, I'm not going to quit it no matter what, even if it takes more time or more money or whatever it took. You were like, I'm not going
Absolutely.
anywhere without the transformation in me, right? So you deserve a clap for this. You deserve all the
Thank
appreciation for
you.
this.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Pallavi. And thank you so much for never giving up on me. There was actually a time when I felt I had to quit. I had to take a break. I was like, it was so much of
Right.
chaos around me that I decided, chalo, let me take a break. But even at that time, since you have gone through the same path, you were like, no, this is not the time for you to take a break. It's okay, take it slow
Right.
now, but don't break the journey. And thank
Right.
you so much for that one word. I'm so glad that I took the right decision and you were there to sort of, push me in the right direction. Yeah.
I'm so glad that that time I got the right wisdom, and I could say these things to you, and super glad that now you are certified. Now you are helping other women, to sail through this journey. So amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So tell me, what are the challenges in deciding? Like we are talking about that all you need is to decide. But to decide, there might have been certain challenges, right? That should I do this? Should I not? Investment, time.
Mm,
I already have
mm,
so many things to do, my office, my, hectic job and all of that. So were there
mhm.
any challenges that you faced in deciding, to go forward in the program or in this journey?
Yeah. Absolutely. There were, the decision is the main factor, right? And it is always not easy to decide because not many people actually walk through this journey of transformation, right? There are very few people around us who actually wanted to transform their life. And if this video can reach all of those people, let this be an encouragement for them to, walk on this path of self-discovery and transformation, to be really honest. So I was like, I was any which ways not happy with the place that I was in, right? And I knew that don't want to continue my journey like that. And since I know you and I have talked to you a couple of times, I had full trust on you. And then the way you explained what are all was there in the program, right? And I knew that it would work. And that too, it was uh, you know it was like a hybrid one-on-one and also a group program. Like, you gave entire focus to each and every one of us. That's the best part. We had access to you as a coach, so it was easy. And I thought, fine, I wanted to, what is my ideal goal? I wanted to become a full-time life coach. I wanted to help people, and this is what I wanted to do. If I could try this option also, why not leave it as such? Let me try this also, right? So because people think that they attempt once, and if they fail, they feel that, this is not meant for me. That's not how life works, right? You need to keep trying. There is no such thing called failures. It is just learning. And the beautiful part, one module that we have also learned in our coaching is, you always say no means next. That's it. That's the beautiful learning that I have got, because after that, I think I'm not getting disappointed at anything. If somebody says no, I'm like, okay, next, fine. That's the kind of mindset I am in. So
Lovely.
yeah, glad that I took that decision. See, I know it is difficult for people out there. I wanted to say this. You might have 1,000 of questions like, is this worth investing? Is it worth my time and all that stuff? If you wanted to grow as a person, the beautiful story of your life lies in the other side of that risk that you're going to take. It is as simple as that. Yeah. So take that leap of faith. You will be taken care. That's it.
So lovely. Thank you so much for saying that. And I'm sure it is going to help the audience, to decide, not just for life coaching, whatever they want to do, whatever their heart,
Yeah.
goes out for, or whatever they call their calling, right? So,
Yeah.
of course, this is going to help them. So, thank you so much once again. So, tell me, what's your dream life looks like now that you are into this, right now it's your side hustle, but soon it'll grow, into your full time, right? And exponentially, you will be growing, of course, keeping fingers crossed. So, tell me, what's
Yeah.
your dream life looks like?
Okay. So my dream life, if you ask me, it is a life where every single day I get to live my purpose. I am having that freedom, right? And I'm getting that, satisfaction from inside, that I'm adding some value to the society, right? Even if one person can smile in a day because of me, I think that would be the biggest blessing of my life ever. And that's my wish ultimately, right? As I should help as many people as possible, and in this journey let me also grow, right? And then just wanted to live a life full of purpose and freedom and joy and pure bliss. Yeah.
That's super dreamy, but yeah, of course, we will get it to reality, and we are getting it to reality, right?
Yeah.
So, because we spoke about, how you wish to create an impact, right? So,
Mhm.
what I understand is you already have clients, that you
Mhm.
are serving, or, would you like to talk about, how their journey is going, or maybe just share the first client transformation journey so that, we kind of get to see what kind of an impact, you know,
Right.
that you can create right after, doing the certification or something like that.
Okay. So, like, first of all, before speaking about my first client, I have taken a couple of, calls for people around me in this passion discovery phase.
Hmm.
And I was so glad that I was able to help them to come at a decision even in that first call itself. Like,
Wow.
I'm so yeah, I mean, all thanks to life coaching tools, again,
Course.
right? I mean, it's all very systematic and scientific. It is
Mm,
to the point. And people just need right questions to be asked so that they will be able to figure out their path on their own. So
right.
that's exactly what happened in all of these calls. And people came to me with a very confused state of mind. Some of them were really lost in life, or they had like two or three decisions. They were unable to decide. So we sat down together. We kind of uh, brainstormed all of the valid options that they can go for, and then we applied the decision making skills and all of the other tools which help them to get to a point where they're like, okay, fine, I think this is what I wanted to do. Thank you
Lovely.
for giving me the clarity. It was like confusion to
Right.
clarity in a single call. So I
Right.
think I was so happy to see them all smiling at the end of the session. Right. So that is one thing. And then when it comes to my client, there are clients who have come to me because of lack of confidence. They're overthinking, all of those overthinking, and maybe expecting validation from others, not being confident in themselves, right? And after a few sessions, they were able to become a confident version of themselves, right? And then they were able to make a decision and stick on to it, because they had the right tools now. So that's the level of transformation my clients have got when it comes to this space, right? So I would say that it's not just career focused, because
Mm.
when you like helping them with career is one aspect, as you told, and then when you are actually going to reach your goals, you have so many other blockages that needs to be
Right.
handled. And the beauty of life coaching is that it doesn't provide solution only to one area of life. It sort of transforms your entire life for the better. So yeah.
Right. So true. So true. And, again, many people doubt this, right? That how can life be transformed?
Yeah.
How can a coach, what will a coach do that I'm not able to do myself, or what my auntie, uncle, my elder brothers, sisters are not able to advise me on, right? So you very rightly said that the structure, the right kind of question, and the scientifically proven tools are, are at disposal of them, right? So they can literally get their answers very quickly, which an advice won't be able to serve. Like the advice is from other person's point of view, right? And here, sometimes even I, feel like, is this some magic? How things are, like you said, in one call itself, so much clarity gets built that, the other person feels so much lighter, right?
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of life coaching, and kudos to another massive job that I have been hearing about your clients. We have had discussions as well, and I know they are doing amazingly well in their careers and in their homes as well, because it's an overall kind of a
Yeah.
change that you
Yeah.
bring in your clients. So amazing, good job.
Thank
Super
you. Thank
happy
you,
and
Pallavi.
proud of you for this. Lovely. So, what would you like to say to people who are kind of confused or kind of on the fence to decide about life coaching? Should I go? Should I not? What would you like to say to them?
Right. So, you know what? Sometimes I feel really bad for people, because you know what? We have been conditioned to believe that unhappiness is normal.
Mm.
Leading this kind of a life is normal. Look around you. Not everybody are living their best life or happy, right? I mean, it's okay. Don't complain. Just like brush it off. This is what we have heard from the society, and many people have conditioned to believe that happiness is not their birthright, or peace of mind is not their birthright. It is not like that, right? I encourage each and every one of people out there to follow their heart's calling, and kind of just have one aim in your mind, that I need to get out of this messy situation and I deserve happiness. That's it. And then look around. Even if you don't have people to sort of get you or support you, there are always professionals present out there to help you to sort of know what you're going through. Like, we as life coaches, again, we work from our heart space rather than our mind space, right? We don't say people, hey, you're just lazy, huh, you can't do this. We don't do that. We don't do that at all. So there are people out there like us who can understand people who are in this messier situation, because we have been there. We are nothing but hurt people who have sort of applied all of these tools and technique to rebuild ourselves, now on a
Right,
journey, on a mission to give all of these tools and techniques to other hurt people who are willing to rebuild themselves. That's it.
right.
Yeah.
So true,
So
and beautifully you again kind of encapsulated that we all are Like life coaches, therapists, and counselors, every good life coach, therapist, or counselor is somebody who has gone through challenges in their life, worked it out, kind of got out of the situation, right? And now on a mission to, literally help people. So amazingly, you crafted it, you put it in front of us. So like I'm falling short of words to express here that how easy you are making it for the audience, for people who are literally kind of in two minds, who are not able to decide. I'm sure they are going to literally get clarity right from this interview itself, right?
I'm so glad if that would happen. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So, can you share a little bit about how Coach to Coach program, where you did your life coaching certification, right, under my,
Yes.
company? So, how that helped you, or how different it is, from maybe the other courses that you might have checked or did the research?
Yeah, sure. So, in short, if I have to say, one of the best decisions that I've ever made in this 28 years,
Thank
I'm
you.
not even exaggerating. I'm not even exaggerating, is enrolling in this program. Because the funny part is, transformation will not happen in 1 or 2 months. And this program was designed for 6 months of time period so that you can work on each and every aspect of your life in depth, and you can get the transformation, right? And that's the best part, and that is why life coaches are here for, not to just give them a theoretical knowledge, but to actually make them do that steps. And you were always there for each and every one of us, not just me, for every mentees. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody will say this, you have kind of handholded us, right, giving us one-on-ones if we wanted to, and all of these stuff. Like, you were there for us in each and every step. And if we say, Pallavi, I have tried this, I don't know, it's sort of not working on me, you were like, huh, did you try that, can you try that? And then we go and try that, and we say, huh, I'm feeling much better now. When our brain was not braining, and then you were sort of there to guide us
Thank
along
you.
the way. And thank you so much. One of the best decisions. See, today, if you can ask me, today I am taking steps towards my goals. Right before that, I was lost, but I didn't know my passion. Okay, even if I sort of got to know that I had to do life coaching through you, I was not ready enough to work on my goals consistently. I was procrastinating. So all of this procrastination issues, not being consistent, being stressed on a day-to-day activity, day-to-day, basis, all of these got
Mm.
cut down because I joined life coaching, because I applied those tools and techniques. I am now in a much better space. That is, I am every day segregating some time to work on my side hustle. I know why I'm doing this in the first place, what I need to do, and that's
Mm.
why I'm doing it consistently. So yeah, all
Lovely.
thanks to you and this coach to coach program. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And amazing, right? Because most of the times what happens is our side hustle goes on the side, because our regular day job takes over, family, functions or whatever it is, everything
Yeah.
which we have been doing so far just takes over because the
Mm-hmm.
side hustle is new and the name itself is side hustle, so it just goes on the side, right? So this kind of probably works also for people who are just wanting a kind of little bit of a passive income or something,
Yeah.
on the side, but doesn't
Yeah.
work for people who really wish to switch and convert their side hustle into a full-time job, or like full-time entrepreneurship, right? So
Absolutely.
of course, you're doing massively well here as well. This is something which people literally struggle, right, to
Mm.
kind of give time, adequate time to their side hustle so that it grows and flourishes and just takes over the 9 to 5 that we
Yeah.
are doing. Lovely. So it's time for a little bit of a fun question. Can you
Uh-huh.
share something funny that happened inside the program, or some kind of funny moment you had inside the program?
Okay, so you know that my batch also got extended. Like, I got
Yeah.
extended from one batch to another batch. So while I was in my previous batch, I still remember that day wherein we were discussing about a module where we have to introspect our life, and then you asked us to categorize the things that are out of our hands in the red bucket, and things which are still in our control in the yellow bucket. And then
Right.
we sort of all mentees told that for me, though, it is all burgundy now. It is not even red. Everything is out of my hands only. I still remember that day. It was so funny. And which makes me think that how self discovery can also be fun, right? You need not be like all serious. Ah, I'm transforming my life. No, have fun in the process. Make fun of
Right.
each other, and yeah, just laugh at all your insecurities, and yeah, that's it. It was fun. Every class
Yeah.
was fun, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. I do remember that day. And
Yes.
and share if there was something like a most emotional moment or something which is very cherished, like
Mhm.
cherished moment or a time period that you had in this program.
Yeah, it is undoubtedly our happy closures day, the last day of the program. Oh, it was so beautiful to know how much we mean for each other. And yeah, that was so emotional and so lovely. And it was so high vibrational also. It was not like, oh, sad and all that stuff. It was, it was high vibrational. At the same time, it was so emotional. Like
Right.
we all had this, farewell kind of a thing, an
Mm,
online farewell thing.
mm,
It was so good, actually. So nice to know that I am in such a community where people can truly get you, understand you, who appreciates you, who's there to cheer you up in all your wins, and cheer you more when you are sad, right? That is the kind of community that we have built here. And all thanks to you for taking the right kind of people sort of into your community, giving us the safe space, Pallavi. I mean, it has to be cherished, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, it was, I cannot still get over, that day. It was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
everybody just broke down into tears. And
Hmm.
the funny thing is, right after that, I had another session where I had to be literally pumped up and, all of that. And I was like, oh God, probably I'm going to cancel that session or this one. I don't know. Like, I was in full
Yeah.
doubt, and of course, I was completely, my heart was filled seeing all of
Hmm.
you, like almost everyone cried there, and
Yes.
just because the program is ending, and
Mm-hmm.
oh my
Mm-hmm.
God,
Yeah.
it was truly a beautiful moment. And from a coach's perspective, if I say, sometimes we literally don't get to know, now that you are also a coach, and a lot of people would want to know,
Mm-hmm.
how coaches kind of deal with, what
Mm.
coaches feel like inside or something. So at times,
Mm-hmm.
that day also I felt that at times I was also not realizing that, how important, even I was for all of you, kind of that, not trying to
Mm-hmm.
boast, but,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sometimes from a coach's perspective, you also feel like, so yeah, I did my best, I did all of the things, but you don't know to how much extent you have impacted the other person's life, that just because a
Absolutely.
program is ending, someone is crying, people are crying and they're expressing,
Mm-hmm.
what all has changed in their
Yeah.
life is like, for me, when I reflected back when I was at the night, I was kind of little okay, kind of got
Uh-huh.
over, emotional overwhelm. But,
Yeah.
that's when I was realizing, and I was just feeling gratitude for all that I have been doing, all the
Yeah.
tough decisions, all the hard work, and, kind of sometimes sleepless nights as well I've spent
Mm-hmm.
for this. Felt like everything is worth it. Like,
Yes.
everything is worth it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for sparing your time. I know it's you're busy, you have a job, and of course it's a weekend when we are recording. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sparing the time. It's been true pleasure, and I'm sure others are going to get massive value, inspiration, clarity, everything from this one video of yours. And of course, as I said, as soon as things are exponentially growing, we are going to record it again. And we are
Yes.
going to keep on bringing it back for people so that they
Yes.
can literally kind of start believing that,
Yeah.
so literally start believing that things can get changed. If
Yes.
you're born in certain, financial state family, like, I was born in a lower middle class family, you can challenge that and you can come out of it. right? So it's
Absolutely.
not only for people who are born rich or something,
Yeah.
but everyone has the power to change their life state, right? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Truly, truly, grateful for you for doing this here for us, and literally keep in touch. See you soon, right?
Sure. Pleasure is all mine, Pallavi. Thank you again for calling me. Honestly, I had a lot of fun shooting this with you, and I'm
Yeah,
so happy. And, I would be really happy that if I could have, made an impact, at least in one of the
yeah.
viewers who are watching
Of
this,
course. You
right?
have. So
Yeah.
viewers, please, if whatever is your takeaway from this video, so you can drop it under the comment section. Also, Pavitra's social media handles will be kind of tagged under this video. She helps women find out their passion, what can they do as a side hustle, with her very effective program, right? She has a program, and if you are somewhere at this stage, literally go shoot a DM to her and just ask your questions, to her. And I'm sure she will be more than willing and happy to help you out in this journey, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
lovely.
Pallavi.
So,
Thank you
with
so much.
that, we are closing the session now. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye. Bye.